Hi, guys. It is December 27, 2019. Remember when Americans were a healthy people? Now we're an incredibly sick people. Cancer on the rise, continuing to increase. And in fact, this is the CDC expected new cancer cases and deaths in 2020. Yes, they expect more cancer. Number one, melanoma, skin cancer. What a surprise. In white men and women, due to, white men and women's skin pigment, prostate, kidney, liver, and bladder cancers in men, lung, breast, uterine, and thyroid cancers in women. We expect cancer incidence rates to stay about the same, but the number of new cancer cases to go up, mostly because of aging white population. Cancer, it's not because you're getting old. Something else is going on. Because we had old people before, and they were quite healthy. But now, well, park them in some nursing home and shoot them up with drugs and goodbye. It's really phenomenal how this country has changed. So, the younger generations, I wonder if they even know that cancer, that was a word that we used to call the C word. You didn't want to say the full word. You called it the C word, and you whispered it because it was so rare. Now, whoa, it's just exploded. And the growing black population. So, there's a higher number of black people. That means you're going to have cancer more. Really? Do you get what I'm saying here? Okay. Why? Why is this happening? Cigarette smoking? And yet, less and less people are smoking cigarettes. Overweight and obesity. Now, think about all of those medications that cause obesity. Oh, okay. Cancer is caused by infections, likely the result of the increase in hepatitis infections, particularly in people born between 1945 and 1965. Baby boomers. Have you seen billboards in your community? Because I've seen them here in Anderson, South Carolina. Yes. Baby boomers. Get checked for hepatitis C, I think. A sexually transmitted disease, intravenous drug disease. Now I guess you can just get it, I don't know, any which way, because if they're giving infants the day that they arrive here on Earth the hepatitis B vaccination, does that make sense? Okay. Yeah. Oral cancers in white men are expected to increase 30%, and it's likely the result of HPV infections. Good that the FDA just approved Gardasil 9 for individuals 27 through 45 years old. Wow. Okay. Gardasil. Will there be a push to get men and women? Now, Gardasil was originally to prevent cervical cancer in girls. Well, then they stretched it to boys, and for a while there, everybody was rather confused because, can boys get cervical cancer? Okay, well, now they've come up with 9 different cancers caused by HPV. So, they have this vaccine. There is going to be a push. But Gardasil 9, that human papillomavirus HPV 9-valent vaccine, recombinant, You want to know what the side effects might be? Pain, swelling, redness at the injection site, and headaches. So go for it, men and women. Get that vaccine. Don't be concerned that it's also killing people. Gardasil killed my 16-year-old daughter. All right, I did a search. All of the search words that I used to use and come up with an awful lot of information about the dangers of vaccines. Not anymore. Now, I come up with doctors, mainstream media, all promoting vaccines and vaccine safety. So, I go to VAXXED TV. And you can put in the search bar, Gardasil, and you will come up with an awful lot of those who have experienced their daughters dying from Gardasil or having to live with a Gardasil vaccine injured child. And they have a lot of playlists for Pennsylvania, 8 videos. Ohio, playlist, 28 videos. Georgia, 16. Arizona, 13. Tennessee, 52 videos. Gardasil injured. 34 videos for Idaho. Mississippi, 38 videos. Oh, Iowa, 9. Oklahoma, Indiana, Illinois. My 2 children vaccine injured. Now, Michigan, 29 videos. There are so many videos on this one channel on YouTube. The injuries are phenomenal, and the deaths are phenomenal. So, did I screw up? Let me put in Gardasil. Did I even spell that right? It's good enough. Gardasil. Playlist, 33 videos. Gardasil vaccine injured my daughter. Dr. Suzanne Humphreys on Gardasil, talking about the very serious dangers associated with just this one vaccine. Gardasil killed my daughter. Another woman. Okay. There's a lot. So, go get your Gardasil shot. Because, hey, you might get a headache, and you might have a little bit of pain and redness and around the injection site. The lies are phenomenal. And the information that we have to counter the lies. Yeah, we just get more and more and more and more and more information, and we still can't get through to an awful lot of people, which is really upsetting. Very upsetting. So yes, it is approved. Ages up to 45. Ka-ching! Don't you hear ka-ching? Pharmaceuticals, hey. CDC, hey. Medical industry, hey. We'll get more and more money. You've got to approve those those vaccines. We got to get more people vaccinated. Get them sick, medical industry, ka-ching. Big pharma, ka-ching. All right. So, what else do we have? Oh, skin cancer on the rise. We find ourselves in the midst of an ongoing epidemic. This was this year, June 2019. Skin cancer incident rates of the 3 major types of skin cancer continue to rise. More people are being diagnosed with skin cancer each year. than the sum of all other types of cancer. Predictions estimate 1 in 5 Americans will be diagnosed with skin cancer by age 70. Wow. And, well, how about this? How about this? What we see pretty much on a daily basis is what they are spraying in our skies. Toxic nanoparticulates, heavy metals, chemicals, fungi, and perhaps something that might make people feel like they have the flu. But what do we listen to? It is extraordinary how I can turn on radio news and hear pretty much the same thing, and it's been going on for 3 years. Ever since Trump took office, we've been listening to the same old, and as if it's important, when you look at what's happening in the sky, all of these toxic dumps that we are breathing, that all life is being harmed by, and where this is being ignored.
What's scary to me is, you would think, well, gee, we know there was some corruption in the FBI. We know at the top levels. We know there was some in the DOJ, and it certainly appears there was some over in the intel community. But to find out the DOD, the Department of Defense, was paying somebody involved in this effort to bring down Trump, first to defeat him and then to have him impeached, is just really extraordinary. Now, so what is your status?
It's really extraordinary? Really? Where have you been? Are you an American? You sound like one. It's extraordinary that we have that kind of corruption in the Department of Defense? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's just continue on. For this was today. Anderson, South Carolina. I posted a video on what the sky looked like yesterday. Wow. Okay, well, this was today.
Go to Telos 95 and...
So, I'm tired of feeling the symptoms. Sore throat, dry eyes, feeling like I have like little particles in my eyes, dry sinuses, nose running, fatigue, and a whole lot more. Let's ignore this and talk about what we've been talking about for 3 years, that we'd never see any kind of resolution to our collective problems. They just go on endlessly. As more and more Americans are getting sick, the toxicity now, our entire environment is exploding. It's a toxic explosion. And more Americans are getting sick, dying. Climate change and skin disease. Climate change. Really. The impact of climate change on human morbidity and mortality may be considerable. Thus, physicians also should be knowledgeable in this realm. Changes in disease patterns and their possible relationship in a changing climate. This article provides a background on climate change for dermatologists and highlights how climate change may impact the management of skin disease across the United States. And doctors they'll go there. They won't go, hey, you see that spraying up there in the sky? And you know those, that Wi-Fi, the electromagnetic frequencies pulsating, in your office, in doctor's office as well, that actually brings about medical issues. Oh, you're just a crazy nut job. It's climate change. Oh, really? Okie dokie. Okay. So it's climate change. Has nothing to do with what you see in your face virtually every day here. No. Ignore this. Ignore everything that's real, and you go jump on the lying bandwagon. No wonder why everybody's getting sick. Because we're good at never getting to the root cause of anything. Today was pretty bad. Yesterday was pretty bad. Well, a whole lot of days are pretty bad. And the saturation of these toxins in the atmosphere, even on days when you're not looking at a sky like this, the atmosphere is still saturated. We're breathing in all of these nanoparticulates. Is it really a surprise that so many are feeling ill, are coming down with very serious medical problems? Not a surprise to me at all. And I have now, and I think I mentioned this on one video maybe about a month ago, and I couldn't get rid of it. How many of you left comments saying that you're, sick, or you feel like you're, have a respiratory infection or sinus infection or the flu or a cold that you cannot get rid of anymore? People are sick for weeks on end or months on end. They cannot get rid of whatever it is that they have inside them. These trees, it just makes me so sad because they were so beautiful 4 years ago. And now I look at them and this tree didn't have any fungal disease, I think, even just last year. So, for me, what I can't get rid of, and I can't believe it's back, these cracks at the side of my mouth, and the dryness that I'm feeling. Again, it feels like I could be dehydrated. And that went on for the longest time. And then it just stopped. And, the cracks disappeared. And they're back. When did they come back? Yesterday. So my throat is dry, my mouth is dry, eyes are dry, sinus is dry. And drinking, it just doesn't quite do the trick. All of the camera going in and out of focus, those are pulsating frequencies. So think about microwave oven. What does it do? It dries out your food. Dries out your food. We're living in a microwave oven now. Wait until you see the microwaves that I filmed later on. But really? Okay, let's ignore all of this. Let's call it climate change and skin disease. Skin cancer. It's an epidemic. Really? Well, all of these nanoparticulates that are toxic. Oh, do you think they just stay up there? No, they come down and they land on skin. Skin. Your skin. And they cross into your body. Yeah. So, another day of surreal. Another day of just crazy. People ignoring what's in their face, but let's listen to this. Oh, the corruption, and it's the liberals, it's the Democrats, it's this, it's that. Oh, you know. Americans dying younger. I've received many comments from you guys, and it's heartbreaking to hear how many are losing friends and family at ages that you should not be losing them. And they're coming down, they were healthy, and suddenly they're sick and dead very quickly. Or they're dying of heart attacks. Oh, heart palpitations is another. I'm experiencing that more regularly. Heart palpitations, great. 2,000 Americans have already died from the flu. Actually, 2,400 Americans have already died from the flu. Here's what you need to know. What do you need to know? Well, what you really need to know is, down here, get vaccinated, because that's the way to prevent getting the flu. No. The way to prevent getting the flu is having a strong immune system. All right. Yeah. Flu virus is spread mainly by droplets made when people with the flu cough, sneeze, or talk. These droplets can land in the mouths or nose of people who are nearby or possibly inhaled into the lungs. Wow, man. Well, let's see. What are these droplets? You think these droplets make people feel good? No, I don't think so. The black carbon dust, I swear to you, it got warmer when the sun went down. Here, today, it got warmer when the sun went down. And yes, read William Gray's paper on black carbon dust to increase atmospheric heat. They can make it hotter at night. So the video that I posted yesterday was a wow black carbon dust dump, and so was today. So was today. So people getting sick from breathing in all of these heavy metal, chemical, nanoparticulates. I'm going to read from some sites the symptoms that people can experience, but one of the symptoms is, hey, flu-like symptoms. So yeah, do you think maybe the Oh, the other thing that I wanted to say is, yesterday I felt like, and I've always described it as walking through very humid air and having someone throw baby powder on your face. Can you imagine how pasty your skin would feel? Yesterday, my face and hands, which is what was exposed, that was the feeling I had. Today, again, I have that same feeling. Oh, I wash my face. Okay. But it's back. That's what is in the air. That's what's in our air. So, my face also feels like it's burning. Like I have some weird sunburn. That's how I felt yesterday, and that's how I feel again today. Like my face is burning. Huh. Great. So, droplets. 6 children have died between October 1 and November 30. See, this is a wow mainstream media. Yahoo News, yeah. And parents read that, and then they freak out. Oh my God, I'm going to get my child vaccinated. Great. Isn't it? Just great. So, what's happening in Florida? A respiratory bug affecting children. It's spiking in Florida emergency rooms. It's the RSV virus. Local emergency rooms are filling up this time of year thanks to the flu. Now another culprit is on the rise, causing wheezing, sneezing, possibly more serious symptoms. Sneezing, wheezing. Wow. Okay. And I don't know. I have been having these sneezing attacks. And I don't wheeze, but there are times when I feel like I'm having difficulty breathing. Oh, asthma. Asthma and respiratory illness on the rise, on the rise. Asthma. What a surprise. Look at all of these pulsating frequencies as the camera goes out of focus. Yeah. Is it a surprise that we have people wheezing and sneezing? What do I hear from neighbors? Sinus headaches. I'm now hearing from more people that they're having sneezing attacks. I was the only one well, Buster, the cat, and I. But now I'm hearing it from a lot of people, and they're experiencing sinus headaches, sinus infections, respiratory problems. COPD is also on the rise. Yes, lung diseases. And everybody ignores what you are seeing right smack in front of you. Let's ignore this. I swear to you, I feel, God, I did so much work to get away from my dysfunctional family. That pink elephant in the room. And now everywhere I go, what do I see? Pink elephants all over the friggin' place, with everybody ignoring the pink elephant. Let's ignore it. Let's just ignore it. Yeah. This sure does look like a natural sky, huh? Well, it's not. Not. So, here. Symptoms resulting from chemtrail spraying. Toxic particulates are rapidly absorbed from the respiratory system or the gastrointestinal tract and are deposited in the lungs, muscles, and bone. That's why detoxing is really, really important. And there's a lot of very good information on YouTube and sites, detox with heavy metals, detox from heavy metals. This illegal aerial spraying is producing atmospheric and ground conditions detrimental to human and animal health, but favorable to the growth of harmful molds and fungus. And I want to put you on hold because I forgot to show you one video. Oh, I can't find it, but it was a video that I took of the water dish I have outside for the cats after it rained. The green tint. And I've posted videos on a real dump of green crap in bowls outside. Fungi, mold, fungus. And why do we see all of the trees here that I've posted videos on covered from top to bottom with fungal disease? The electromagnetic frequencies also allow it to grow faster by pulsating frequencies. But what are the symptoms of the geoengineering, the chemtrails, the spraying that people, they want to call it climate change? Okay. Nose and lung bleeds, asthma and allergies, allergic bronchopulmonary pulmonary aspergillosis, ABPA, fungus on the lungs in both infants and adults. Everything I'm reading, infants, children, adults, and pets. Flu, bronchitis, pneumonia, may take weeks sometimes to improve. And antibiotics, not too effective anymore. Meningitis, inflammation, infection of the brain, upper respiratory symptoms, wheezing. Florida, wheezing. Wheezing. Yeah. And don't pay attention to what's in the sky. Yeah. You're really going to help children that way. Sudden infant death syndrome, pulmonary distress syndrome, upper respiratory symptoms, dry cough, deaths from black mold, black or red mold on food crops, farmers reporting pH changes of soil and water. It's in buildings and ventilation systems, including school buildings. I know that there's a black mold problem here in our apartments. Arthritis-like symptoms, muscular pain, gastrointestinal distress, bladder and yeast infections, extreme fatigue, ringing of the ears, eye problems, pink eye, blurred, deteriorating vision, nervous tics, dry, cracking skin and lips, which, yeah, it was about a month ago or 6 weeks ago, that I couldn't believe that skin was just peeling off my lips. Rashes, sores, fungal infections, aging of the skin. Hey, any of you experiencing rapid aging? Mental confusion, slow thinking, feeling of mentally being in a fog, autoimmune disorders, lupus, Crohn's, Addison disease, rheumatoid arthritis, aluminum symptoms, constipation, and aluminum, barium, strontium, lithium. All of these are mainstays in the atmospheric spraying that you see. So constipation, colic, loss of appetite, nausea, skin ailments, twitching of leg muscles, excessive perspiration, loss of energy. It affects your nervous system. It can cause behavioral effects, dementia, memory loss, loss of coordination, confusion, disorientation. A lot of you write your symptoms, and please do it again, because I and many others do get a lot from reading the comments, because so many people are alone in experiencing things, and they need to know that others are also experiencing just the symptoms, not because misery loves company, but just to feel like they're not alone, and feeling that there's other people experiencing the same thing. It does give a certain amount of strength. Flatulence, headaches, dryness of skin, mucous membranes, sinus dryness, what I'm feeling right now, tendency for colds, burning pain in the head, heartburn, aversion to meat. Later symptoms include paralytic muscular conditions. Barium. How about barium? Barium accumulates in the body. It usually affects the functions of the nervous system. Barium poisoning displays symptoms that are similar to flu, which is why it is not strange to find the condition misdiagnosed as flu. Muscle weakness and tremors, difficulty in breathing, stomach irritations accompanied by diarrhea, anxiety, cardiac irregularities, heart palpitations, abnormally high blood pressure, rapid heartbeat, paralysis. And here's another site that goes into more symptoms: aneurysms, strokes, heart attacks, cancer, fatigue, headaches, sinus pain, muscle pain, joint pain, narcolepsy, frequently cracking joints, depression, asthma, insomnia, hyperactivity, panic attacks, anxiety, tooth decay, anxiety, anger issues, inability to focus or concentrate, looping thoughts or songs, metallic taste in the air, chemical taste in the air, swelling, inflammation, Morgellons, ringing in the ears, changes in eyesight, near or far sightedness, upper respiratory infections, elevated blood pressure, accelerated heartbeat, heart pain, heart fibrillations, heart attack, shortness of breath, loss of balance, dark circles under the eyes, stomach pain, nausea, frequent illness, shallow, unrestful sleep, vivid or restless dreams, rapid premature aging, nosebleeds, costochondritis. I don't know what that is, but at first I thought it was Costco-chondritis. So, hey, what a surprise that we are experiencing an increase in virtually every illness, syndrome, sickness there is out there. Really? You're going to ignore what's right smack in your face? As more and more people fall ill and die, younger and younger, we're going to ignore all of this that's in our sky, that's in the air we breathe. I'm telling you, it truly is feeling like we're living in this huge, dysfunctional collective family, ignoring the pink elephant in the sky. Look at all of the microwaves. The evenly spaced lines. No, that's not natural. But when you look at how the increase of these toxic dumps that are making the sky, certainly here in Anderson and clearly also Northeast Georgia, North Carolina, and all over, and people are ignoring it still, that means more and more will fall ill and die. And that pisses me off. Yeah. So when I listen to the news, I'm like, we're still on this. And I don't listen to the news just to get irritated. I listen to the news to see. And I used to listen to the news all the time. Now, maybe twice a week I'll turn it on. Let's see. Same subject. Same topic. Great. Impeachment, Trump, the red-blue teams going at it. But no one talks about this. Look at that cell tower. No one talks about what's in the sky. No one talks about what we're breathing. Really? Okay. Yeah, it's quite true. And I never smell the air that's like a nice smell. Never. That's gone here. This was really weird. It looked, like it was, I don't know, a weird, like almost like a toxic cake with layers, white, it had a gray icing and white, a white cake. I don't know. Look at these microwaves. Look at the pulsating frequencies. Okay. We're going to see, unfortunately, a whole lot of people dying when they shouldn't be dying. So I hope you're all prepared for it. And yeah, a lot of us are going to go down. And I hope you're all prepared for it. Okay. All links are below.